Welcome to Sportsman's Training Center. I'm professional clay target shooter and coach Chad Roberts, and this is Chris Coleman, the owner of SDC Sporting Clays. Chris, you and I have talked a lot about the intimidation factor of shooting sporting clays, and we want everybody to be involved with this game because of how much fun it is. Noticeably, some of the clubs out there, they don't have a really nice area to really start somebody out that's never done it. And you've taken the time and the effort to actually build an area for beginners. And I thought it'd be a great time to come down and look at it and show everybody what it's all about. What do you think about all that's going on in this game?
Yeah, exactly. We get a lot of people that have never even shot clays, or maybe just thrown them by hand in the backyard or whatever. So it is kind of intimidating. It's a more professional style field around here. So we decided to get a beginner's area that's just got some warm-up style targets, so you can get on target before you go out and really
out onto the big stuff and get crazed out and miss a bunch of targets and ask people why.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want you to get intimidated before you even get started.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff that goes along with it, which is the safety factor. We're shooting firearms. There's people walking around with guns and ammo, and they seem like they have it going on and they understand what to do. And we're out here like, I don't know what to do. I'm a brand new shooter. And everybody's usually really nice. So I've never had a problem with that. So feel free to ask anybody that's around, but let's go check it out and show them what you've done here.
Sounds great.
All right.
Sounds great.
It looks like you put 4 machines out here, noticing from the menu here. And what was the concept of the cage and everything that you did?
So we kind of built it for just like you and I are doing right now. So there's room for a teacher to be next to the student. And it gives you a wide variety of looks just sliding across this 10 feet here. And then we put 4 traps, and they're kind of in escalating hardness. So number 1 is kind of just a soft outgoer. 2 and 3, you see a lot of bottom of the clay. And then number 4's got a little bit of curve to it. So just kind of getting yourself warmed up before you go out and play.
And I noticed there's some benches here to put some drinks and have multiple people sit here if you have a group here. Of course, if you have inclement weather, you have a cover and everything. So it seems like it's a step in the right direction, plus keeps you in a safe space.
Yeah.
Until you move out into the bigger courses, because I know you have multiple courses here that can be pretty intimidating if you've never done it. And so a lot of people, they get super confused. They get here and they're like, okay, now what?
Okay, it's just step 1.
Okay.
You come in and visit us in the clubhouse.
Okay, so I have to come say hi to you.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And we'll go through the spiel and tell you safety in it. And if you've never done this before, we'll come out with you. We'll get you started the first couple stations. We will get you a shooter card. This card is a count-up card, so you can shoot as much or as little as you want. And then when you get done, you just come and pay for your target. So that's the first thing.
So I can't get clays out of this, but there are clays on it. Is
Correct.
What you're saying.
Correct.
That's very cool.
Yes.
Right on. So I'm very well versed in how these work, but most of these throwing stations will have multiple cages, or sometimes multiple cages, I should say, in different shooting positions, and they'll have multiple targets because of different games that we throw, whether it's like a super sport or just whatever it is. So in this case, this thrower has 4 buttons plus another one on the button. Can you explain these buttons to me? Because I don't know what's going on here.
So most of our stations, we just have 3 buttons instead of 5 like this one. But we have 5 on this one because we have 4 machines. So each machine is labeled the number. So machine 1 is trap 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. The doubles button will actually throw 2 targets at once. Some people call it true pairs, some people call it SIMO. We call it fun.
We have a lot of fun. I like throwing two targets at the same time. So what you do, guys, is when you come to the club and you get your target card and you get out here, of course, safety is number 1. We never load the gun while we're in the cage or when we're not ready to shoot. So Chris would actually put his gun over the railing, and this keeps the gun downrange and away from anybody. So we're having fun and we can continue to do this all day long. Then what they will do is they will stick this key into the card machine. Now, sometimes these machines, depending on where you go, will be turned off, and all you have to do is hit a button to turn it on. And that all that is it just fires up the machine so it's ready to go. Once you see it ready to go, it says insert tag, which is the card. You put your card in, it'll tell you how many targets that you have shot so far, and we're ready to go. Now, a lot of people, they don't know where the targets are coming from. What Chris has done here is we have a menu here. This menu has drawings of where the targets are coming from, and this will give you everything you need to know. What I'll do is I'll just throw the targets and look at them, and I kind of pay attention to where they're coming from or where I'd like to shoot them at. And we'll just go through and shoot them. And so most people will just do that and they'll have fun. They can stay here all day long and shoot as many targets as they want, or they can take this card and go to as many stations they want and shoot all day long. Now, one thing you saw us walking here today, I don't like to walk unless you have to go to Europe or something where you have to walk. We have golf carts here. And you'll start to see guys with their buggies and golf carts. And I like the golf carts because it feels like I can go to more stations and have more fun. And that's what it's all about, right? Safety and fun. So before we start shooting, I put the card in, make sure you have some ammo on you. We have these vests, these fancy vests, so we can carry some ammo on us. You don't have to, guys. You can put your ammo right here in a box and just open it up and shoot from there. Chris is going to then put his glasses and we're going to all have our ear protection on. And then he's going to get ready and he's going to load his gun and we're going to go ahead and shoot a couple targets here. So these are going to be the incoming targets. I'm going to actually just throw one at a time and we're going to go from there. All right, Chris, let's see what you got, brother.
Sounds good. Can we see him first, Chad?
Yes, sir.
All right, show me that number 2 bird.
Okay.
Pull. Bang.
So we got a little target coming in at us. He called pull. I threw it. He said bang. That's kind of letting himself know where he wants to shoot it. And he's just going to shoot it wherever he thinks it. Now, there's a lot to go into shooting, but we threw these targets where there's none of that crazy stuff that you have to do, any crazy techniques. We're just going to shoot at the target and see if we can hit it. All right, on your call, sir, and I'll throw the target.
Pull.
Excellent.
Pull.
So every time he called pull, I pushed the button. If for some reason a target doesn't come out, he'll just sit there and either call pull again or whatever. Sometimes we'll use the words like no bird, and we're telling the shooter that there's nothing coming out, so it's kind of relaxed. But if that happens, make sure you unload the gun if you want to come out of the cage. Now, the one thing you did notice when Chris was shooting is when he took the shot, he didn't turn around and, even though he smoked that target, he didn't turn around swinging the gun around and going, hey, did you see me kill it? I have a pair of eyes. I'm very good at seeing Chris break targets all the time. But at that point, he's being very safe and he's keeping the gun down range. And that's what we want to do because we want to come back tomorrow and we have a good time. So that's it. Come out and see us at STC Sporting Clays.